What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy, Professor Vibe. Welcome to the second semester, ladies and gentlemen. So before we start, I like to give each album a little bit of background so you guys can understand the journey that we're actually taking. So I consider this album the Slim Shady EP. I consider this album to be the album that started it all. It's a misprint on this. This album did not come out in 1998. The Slim Shady LP came out in 1999. This album came out in 1997, but it was closer towards the ending of the year, so that's probably why they consider it 1998. This was Eminem's album that pretty much... So this is what happened. Okay. Eminem went to a battle rap competition in Detroit. No, was it in Detroit? No, I think it was somewhere else. No, it was in Detroit. That's where he battled a bunch of dudes. It was like a whole weekend thing. And he made it down to the top two. And he battled a guy named Juice. That battle finished, Eminem lost the battle. So this was the pinnacle, this is the time in his life where he was almost giving up on rap. He came out with Infinite, he didn't get no buzz, there was nothing coming out of Infinite. But in between all that, he was still rapping, he was still doing shows, he was still trying battle rapping and doing all this other stuff. And it just wasn't working out. Everything was just going wrong. Slim Shady, Eminem, lost the battle. He left the venue and was going to his car. A young dude came to him and said, "Hey, are you selling? Do you have an EP or do you have a record? Do you have a mixtape or anything like that you can give me? Like, I'm fucking with you. I love the way you rap. You know, let me hold that." Eminem went to the trunk of his car. He had his demo tapes, which was the Slim Shady EP, and grabbed the Slim Shady EP and gave it to that young guy. Eminem proceeded to get into the car, go to his home. He literally went home to an eviction notice on his door. All his belongings was in the front lawn of his house. But he broke into his own house and he slept on the floor. The phone was still working, everything, he still had electric and everything, but the phone was still working. The girl, the manager that got him into I think it was called Scribble Fest or something like that. His not manager, but the girl that was helping him get to that thing, that battle competition, she called him up and she said, "Hey, you gave somebody a demo tape, and that guy that he gave the demo tape to worked for Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre. He was an intern. He got the tape and gave it to Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine gave the tape to Dr. Dre. They called Eminem's people that night to have Eminem go to Los Angeles the next day. So what he was wearing in Scribblefest in the battle competition is the same clothes he wore to go meet Dr. Dre in Los Angeles. There's more to that story, but that's for the Slim Shady LP. But this was the album that made Eminem who Eminem is. So we're going to start with the intro, because the intro is going to make sense if you lead to the next song. I need everybody to pay very, very close attention to the way his rhyming has changed. Federico, cut the beat. I'm trying to talk over this beat. It's hard. This is the moment. These songs that you're about to listen to is the moment that Eminem becomes Eminem. Even though it's a Slim Shady EP, No, this is when Slim Shady becomes the real Slim Shady. That's the next album, but because he goes psychotic. That's why I don't agree when people say Eminem was rapping that way on the Slim Shady LP for the shock factor. How is he rapping like that in the for a shock factor so they could sell albums when he was already rapping like that on the Slim Shady EP? You'll understand what I'm saying once we get through this album. This is 10 songs on this one, and then we'll jump on the Slim Shady LP. But this is a very, very disrespectful, crazy, dirty, disgusting, insane album. The content that he did this, and the production is amazing. I think it was a production company in Detroit that produced and did everything for the album. So I forgot what the hell the name of it was. I think it was something entertainment. I just forgot the first name of it. But so if you do not like vulgar language, and this goes for everybody in the classroom too, Gen Z, because I know how sensitive you guys get. You can't be sensitive listening to this album or any album that comes after this. You cannot. You're here to learn. You're not here to judge. I'm going to try to teach you as much as I can throughout this. So, and I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to change your diapers and give you your bottle. Everything's going to be fine. This already happened. He can't take none of that back. It already happened. Because when I tell you that this shit is crazy, it's nothing like the Infinite album. It is nothing like it. I couldn't wait to get to this. And this is low-key one of my favorite albums. Low-key. But he made so many, I had to put this one. But this is the one what brought me to Eminem. Eminem. Let's call you Slim Shady on this one. Slim Shady. It is on you. Eminem.
No.
Eminem.
No.
Wake the fuck up, motherfucker.
What do you want from me?
There's a song that he did in, I forgot what album, I think it was Relapse. It's called My Darling. And it's kind of like the same thing. That's like Eminem's demon saying, you can't do this without me. Like his mind just snapped and he just went completely nuts. That's pretty much, because that's like the intro to what you just finished hearing, which was Infinite. So Infinite, Eminem was more rappity rap and yada yada and everything. 2 years passed, a year passed. So that's his demon saying, you can't do this without me. I'm your demon now. Now you go crazy. And this is the beginning of Slim Shady. This is his origin story, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the goosebumps that I get, bro. You guys have to understand something. This is alright, go.
Remember me?
I killed you!
Thought I was dead, bitch.
What do you want from me?
I'm alive. Get up.
No.
Get up and look in the mirror.
I don't want to!
And when he says that, get up and look at the mirror, he says, I don't want to. This is the cover of the album. Eminem is punching a mirror. So he's punching the reflection of himself, the demon. So see how it all comes together.
No.
Get up and look in the mirror.
I don't want to!
Look in the mirror. It's just a reflection. Look in the mirror. You're nothing. You're nothing without me. Look in the motherfucking mirror.
Okay, the song is about to start. I'm going to say this again, and I'm being 100%. If you do not like vulgar language or crazy stuff, Please leave now. I don't worry about it. I'm not gonna feel no certain way. Because it's gonna get
I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? Warning, this shit gon' be rated or restricted. You see this bullet hole in my neck? It's self-inflicted. Doctor slapped my mama. Bitch, you got a sick kid. Arrested, molested myself and got convicted. When
I told you. Did I not tell you? I molested myself and then got convicted. Come on, dog. That is like, this is when he just let loose and went crazy. This is where Slim Shady was created. That's a fact. Go back, man.
ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? Warning, this shit gon' be rated or restricted. You see this bullet hole in my neck? It's self-inflicted. Doctor slapped my mama. Bitch, you got a sick kid. Arrested, molested myself and got convicted. Wearing visors, sunglasses and disguises. Cause my split personality is having an identity crisis.
I'm wearing disguises, glasses, and because my split personality is having identity crisis. Think about that. Go back again. And
Sunglasses and disguises. Cause my split personality is having an identity crisis.
Sunglasses and disguises because my split personality is having an identity crisis. My split personality, you're one person. Split personality means you two. And then that second nigga is having an identity crisis. So he doesn't know, he don't even know who he is. You see what I'm talking about? To stop saying that he has not been rapping like this, bro. Ain't no one, not even in 1997, nobody was rapping the way this man was putting shit together. Nobody. I don't give a fuck who you put in front of him. Nobody was rapping like that. Crazy. All because that intern was in the right place at the right fucking time. You think that if Dr. Dre, now mind you, this is NWA Dre. This is Dr. Dre from the heyday. The Dr. Dre that everybody wanted him to make a fucking beat for them. We talk about the god of producers. You think that he doesn't know music? You think that he heard this and said, shit was whack. Dr. Dre didn't even know this kid was fucking white. He didn't know Eminem was white. He thought he was black. Eminem came in there with a yellow jumpsuit. No lie. A yellow jumpsuit. A white boy, blonde hair, blue eyes with a yellow jumpsuit to go to an NWA member, Dr. Dre. And you know what? He fell in love with the music. He fell in love with what he heard. He didn't give a fuck if he was black, white, or nothing. Come on, dog.
Sunglasses and disguises. Cause my split personality is having an identity crisis. I'm Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll. Disrespectful. Hearing voices in my head while these whispers echo. Murder, murder, red rum. Brain size of a breadcrumb. Which drug will I end up dead from? Inebriated, till my stress is alleviated. How in the fucking Eminem and Shady be related? Illiterate, illegitimate shit spitter. Bitch getter, hid in the bush like Mongo Kidder. Jumped out, killed the bitch and hit her. Used to let the babysitter suck my dick when I was littler. Smoke.
See how I told you, if he's going to make the word rhyme. Littler, the babysitter sucked my dick when I was littler. He's going to make that last rhyme with the last rhyme that he rhymed. Say that 3 times. You can't.
Killed the bitch and hit her. Used to let the babysitter suck my dick when I was littler. Smoke a blunt while I'm titty fucking Bette Midler. Sniper, waiting on your.
He could have said anybody else. He said, I smoke a blunt while I titty fuck Bette Midler. She was 116 at that time. It's what I think happened. The reason why he started rapping like this is because this is him opening up, and you know, I forgot. I think it was My Name Is, or I think it was My Name Is. I'm saying shit that you people are thinking. That's what he said. So everything that he's thinking in his brain is what people were thinking, because we all know we have thoughts in our head that nobody fucking knows. That if we say it, we sound fucking crazy, right? Can you guys at least agree with that? That you guys have, you're human. I don't care if you're Gen Z, millennial. I don't care about baby, baba, booba, or whatever. You are human, and you have thoughts in your head that if you say it out loud, people are going to cancel you or judge you or think you're fucking crazy, right? Because I know I have. This is me at bay. If I just let it loose, y'all niggas gonna unsubscribe. All he's doing is just letting it out in his music. That's all he's doing. He's just letting it out. He's saying shit that only you guys would think about, but you won't say because you're too worried about your image. He didn't give a fuck. That's why there's a song in here that said, "I just don't give a fuck," because he didn't care. He was that. I'm gonna be me, and I'm just gonna let it all out and just let it all hang. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, kiss the backside of my ass. Talk your shit.
Smoke a blunt while I'm titty fucking Bette Midler. Sniper waiting on your roof like the fiddler. Y'all thought I was gonna run.
A sniper waiting on your roof like the fiddler on the roof. But I'm a sniper. I'm in your roof waiting for you to come home with your groceries.
Sniper waiting on your roof like the fiddler. Y'all thought I was gonna rhyme with Riddler. Didn't ya? Bring your bitch.
See that? Everyone thought he was gonna come out and rhyme with Riddler, but he did rhyme Riddler. But he said I was going to rhyme with Riddler, but he still made it rhyme. That's genius writing. You thought that I was going to use Riddler, didn't ya? But he still rhymed Riddler. This is 97, ladies and gentlemen. 1997. Web Entertainment. That's the production company that did the record label that did this. It was Web Entertainment. This is about the time frame Eminem was in a group. I think it was the Outsiders in Jersey. That was about almost the same time. Like that was the time frame that he was in that group. That was when As Is, I think it was As Is was there, and a whole bunch of other rappers. They had a little group over there in Jersey. But that was this time frame right now.
Your roof like the fiddler. Y'all thought I was gonna rhyme with Riddler. Didn't ya? Bring your bitch. I wanna see if this dick gon' fit ya.
That was just, he just told you what he was gonna do. Bring her over here to see if it fits. Like a wedding ring.
I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? I lace tunes is out this world like space moons. With a bunch of crazy moons, dismissing brains like raised moons. Nothing but idiots and misfits, dipshits, doing whippets, passed out like sample snippets. Where's the
doing whippets, passing out like sample snippets? Come on, man, the wordplay's crazy. Whippets like a whippet. It's like a what they did back in the day is like a cheap drug. It's a whippet. I forgot what it was. I think it was like aerosol can or some shit like that. I think it's something like that. I never did it, so I didn't do no research for it. So. But it's just a wordplay. Whippets, passing. We got people passing out like sample snippets because samples for music. They pass out samples and like little snippets of samples so you could sample it. Like you get it? Okay.
With a bunch of crazy moons, dismissing brains like raised moons. Nothing but idiots and misfits, dipshits, doing whippets, passed out like sample snippets. Where's the weed? I wanna tamper with it. I'ma let your grandpa hit it. Mix it up with cocaine so we can't forget it.
Where's the weed? I'm gonna put some cocaine so we can't forget it. So if you put cocaine in a blunt, it's gonna be a different type of high. Now you smoking coke, so you're gonna be a whole different. So he's never gonna forget that high. Come on, Eminem, man. We could break these shits down all day long. And me and you, baby. You want to go live with me? That will never happen.
With it. I'ma let your grandpa hit it. Mix it up with cocaine so we can't forget it. Fuck it, maybe I'm a bum, but I was put on this earth to make your baby mama come. So what I'm on is way beyond the rum or any alcoholic beverage. Losing all of my leverage. Went up inside the First National Bank, broke and left rich. Walking biohazard, causing wreckage.
That means he robbed the bank. He went in broke. He came out of there loaded.
Up inside the First National Bank, broke and left rich. Walking biohazard, causing wreckage. Smoked out like Eckridge. Dandruff making my neck itch. What the fuck? Give me the tech, bitch. You just lost your tip. There's a pubic hair in my breakfast. Got shit popping off like bottle cap tips.
Shit popping off like bottle cap tips. Like what? Like the bottle caps when you it's popping when you do it. Like you get a Corona, get a pop, it pops, right? Okay. I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for Gen Z because they say they Eminem can't rap. I'm just saying. I'm just breaking it down for them. That's all I'm doing, man. I apologize.
There's a pubic hair in my breakfast. Got shit popping off like bottle cap tips. Get your cat peeled like the dead skin off your mama's chapped lips. Slap lips.
Cat peels like the skin out of your mom's chapped lips. That's crazy.
Cat tips. Get your cat peeled like the dead skin off your mama's chapped lips.
Right.
Slap lips. Support domestic violence. Beat your bitch's ass while your kids stare in silence. I'm just joking. This dirty dozen really does smoking. If all your shit's missing, then probably when the bus broke in. I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man.
Now this is he doesn't do a lot of doubles and triples in the next couple of albums. Like there's some in there, but it's very few in between. Because I believe that Eminem didn't really find himself until Slim Shady LP. He didn't really found who he was until the Slim Shady LP. It may sound similar, the EP to the LP, when we hear it, but it really isn't. Like, you could tell the difference between both of them. But I think he really found himself there, and that's when he was getting a little bit more lyrical. He's always been lyrical, as you can see. He's always been a lyrical rapper, but he just starts getting better and better and more technical. So that's the problem that we're having. This stuff right here is easy to understand what he's saying because he's not a lot of doubles and triples in it. There's not a lot of schemes in it. Like, no, there's schemes, but there's more metaphors than anything else on these. So he was like killing these metaphors. And as he got older, he got better, and then he got bored. So he started trying to figure out how to get more technical with it, and start doing doubles and triples, and start doing schemes, and start getting more technical with the way he writes, and double and you know, the similes and there's one more important one that he does that like his flow and cadence is always amazing, but even in Relapse, people hate that album, but his cadence and flows and that shit was fucking crazy. The accents and it was just nuts the way he put that whole album together.
I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him.
I apologize. I am fucking tired, ladies and gentlemen. When I got back from vacation, you ever been to a cruise? There's not one person in this whole entire fucking world that ends a cruise and has energy. That's a lie. Whoever tells you that, they're lying. I went straight back to fucking work. And I'm just so exhausted, bro. And I've been doing videos late, sleeping late, waking up bright early in the morning to go to work. It's hard.
I'm down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck.
And I'm only saying that so like that you guys can understand why I'm not giving you all the energy right now. It's because today I feel like just breaking shit down and being that way. But I'm tired, so I don't want to. I apologize that I'm only giving you guys 75%, but.
And I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? My head's ringing like it it with spider sense tingling. Blitzing like Green Bay did when they shitted on New England. I'm out the game, put the second string in. This brandy got me swinging. Wobbling back and forth like a penguin. Delinquent, choking microphones with broken English. Make your mama be like, ooh, this is good, who sings this? Slim Shady, this tape is dope, I dug it. It's rugged, but it needs to quit talking all that drug shit. It was predicted by a medic. I grew to be an addicted diabetic, living on liquid triabetic.
Come on, dog. Stop. That part right there was already killing niggas all around.
Make your mama be like, ooh, this is good, who sings this? Slim Shady, this tape is dope, I dug it. It's rugged, but it needs to quit talking all that drug shit. It was predicted by a medic. I grew to be an addicted diabetic, living on liquid triabetic.
It was predicted by a medic that will grow to be an addicted diabetic with a wordplay. The wordplay is fucking amazing. The syllable flipping, and it's just, he has a lot in what he does in a rap. It's not just writing down, hearing the beat, writing to the beat, and recording. It goes a lot more. That's why they call him a secluse. Like, he sits inside of his dungeon and he just writes and writes and writes. And like, that's why if you see Eminem's interviews, go look at some of Eminem's interviews and stuff like that. You can see he's not a personable person. Like, I don't care what anyone says. He was like that in the URL and everything because he was on fucking drugs. This man was doped out of his mind, but he had a job to do. When he had Slim Shady LP, Eminem Show, the Marshall Mathers LP, he was like always on TRL. He was always on MTV. Eminem took over everything. They had Eminem take over in TRL many times. He just takes over everything, but he was on drugs. This is sober Marshall. This is the one that I don't want to be around people. I want them to stay over there. And you can tell by his interviews. He's more comfortable when he's around people he knows. Like when King Crook interviewed him, he was more comfortable because that's his brother. Or when Dre is there, or when he's surrounded by his people. But when he's by himself, you can see that he's not personable. He's very short answers, and that's it. So
it was predicted by a medic. I grew to be an addicted diabetic, living on liquid triabetic, pathetic. And I don't think this headache's ever vanishing. Panicking, I think I might have just took too much Anderson. Frozen mannequin, posing stiffer than a statue. I think I'm dying. God, is that true? Somebody help me before I OD on an LP. Take me to ER ASAP for an IV. Mother.
Come on, dog. The acronyms. That's acronym rhyming.
Before I OD on an LP, take me to ER ASAP for an IV. Motherfuck J.O.B. They don't support no hip hop. They said it.
J.O.B. is the radio station in Detroit that Eminem was trying. If you see AML, you'll understand what he's saying. It's the radio station where in Detroit, where if you get on that radio station, you blow the fuck up in Detroit. So he was always trying to get in there, but they kept on putting in Eminem's terms, whack ass rappers instead of me. Like, I'm a better rapper than that, but you can't, and you don't put me on, and it's mainly because he's white. They were not trying to hear none of that. Like right now, these black rappers listen to Eminem rap this way, and they're like, "Oh, but that's crazy. He's talking that crazy shit, that psychotic shit. I'm not down with that." But you over here shooting and fucking selling drugs and fucking killing people and doing all this, and that's better. You feel better about yourself because you only kill other criminals? Or stealing people's girlfriends? That makes you a better rapper? No. You being you, right? He's just being him. That's all. He's just being him.
SAP for an IV. Motherfuck J.O.B. They don't support no hip hop. They said it's where it ends. The closest they gon' come is Tupac. It's politics. It's all a fake setup for these white blue collar hicks. Just to make $1 off of black music with a subliminal ball of tricks. But those who kiss ass and swallow dicks.
Facts! Facts, you see? Since back in the day, he understood that the white white corporate owners that owns all these record labels and all this other shit, they're the ones that pick what they want and don't really, you know, trying to change what rap was and all it. He's been talking about it since back then, but now he says it now and everybody goes fucking nuts. Stop playing. He's never changed his energy. He's never changed not one bit of his energy at all. He's been consistent to what the fuck he believes in and who he is. Don't talk to me about no Eminem, nigga. Are you crazy?
On the tricks, but those who kiss ass and swallow dicks. I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from? I'm low down and I'm shifty. And if you hear a man that sounds like me, smack him. Then ask him where the fuck did he get his damn raps from?
No, that's tomorrow's. That's tomorrow's. If I had $1 million, if I had is a deep one. It's a deep one, and a lot of people, if you never heard the song before, or you new to Eminem, you Sarah, bitch. The Eminem gets deep in this one. He's talking about what. This is where he starts building that rapport with the audience, and let them understand, yo, I'm just like you. I can't wait for tomorrow when that one's gonna be fire. Look, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for taking notes. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that. Tomorrow's gonna be amazing. If I had, it's gonna be a good conversation. I love all of you guys. Keep in yourselves. I'm gonna keep on being vibe. I love you guys, and I'm out of here. I got 2 more coming. Peace.